Easter begins as women go to the tomb to mourn over the dead Jesus. An angel appears to them, announces he's alive. The women believe the announcement and go to tell the disciples. And on the way, they meet Jesus. This tells us from the very beginning that if we're faithful to our mission, we will be led into an experience of Christ. But the announcement of Easter is that God operates at the very times that we are unable. All of us experience in our lifetime many dark moments, many deaths, but God has the power to transform them into Easters. What appears to us to be the end becomes in the hands of God the beginning of the kingdom of heaven. The destruction that humanity often causes is changed into life by God alone. In the area where evil operates, God knows how to transform them into places of life. But it always begins when we experience the complete insufficiency of ourselves, when we no longer know what to do. An earthquake represents the complete collapse of worldly certainties. It's meant to awaken those memories of the times when we felt our fragility and helplessness, moments when we needed divine assistance. Into all these moments, the angel comes, sits on the tombstone, and speaks. Rolls away the stone of the tomb and sits on it. The stone that covered the tomb now changes its function. In the beginning, it represented closure, finality. Now it becomes a place from which the triumph of love is proclaimed, the lectern that announces the gospel, the place of proclamation. And what is proclaimed is this: where humanity crucifies, where humanity destroys, this is the very place that God brings life. Easter involves the unexpected and imponderable action of God. The Lord's salvation is always surprising. Moses seemed to be leading the people to a dead end, but then the Red Sea parted and the people of Israel were saved. Who would have thought the road to freedom was through the sea? In his own dark night of faith, Abraham was asked to sacrifice that which was most precious to him, and then he discovered that God does not take but only gives. In order to experience Easter, we have to free ourselves from our old stagnant ways of thinking. God moves the rocks, brings life from death. God opens roadways to freedom in the sea and creates new life out of nothing. Everything can become an occasion of thanksgiving in the hands of God. The angel's face was like lightning. His robe was as white as snow. This emphasis on light and newness tells us that everything is being transformed into light. Everything has changed. Now we too can discover the new creation that the Lord wishes to operate in us on this, the first day of the week.